Hello, gorgeous. How are you doing? Welcome to Step Up Intensive Day 2, and it's my absolute delight to have you here. If you're here today, it means that you didn't run away after our live last night, and I truly celebrate your tenacity to seeing that you become a much better person. So today we're talking about self-awareness. Self-awareness is a small part of identity. It doesn't matter what area of your life that you're looking to grow in, whether in your academics or in consistency, or how you manage your time, or in your relationship with family, with friends and people around you generally, or in your walk with God. One thing that is important in stepping up in any area of your life is your level of self-awareness. Self-awareness describes the level to which you understand yourself, the level to which you can say that you know who you are, the level to which you can, really say that you understand who you are. And this today we will be talking about the different levels of self-awareness and how it affects you as a person. So there is internal self-awareness and there is external self-awareness, and I will start with external self-awareness. External self-awareness is that understanding of what you look like as a person. A lot of us, even though we look at mirrors more than we should and we take a lot of selfies, we cannot really say this is what I look like. So when somebody tells you you are ugly, you believe. When somebody tells you you are the most beautiful lady since whoever, you believe. Or the most beautiful lady in the whole wide world, you believe. And then when another person tells you otherwise, you start to feel bad. So external self-awareness is to understand, have an honest assessment of what you look like as a person. Get comfortable with your flaws, physical flaws. Get comfortable with your beautiful sides, your strengths, in quotes, right? Get comfortable with who you are. Sit with yourself and say, oh well, my legs may not be the straightest, hottest legs out there, but I love them. They carry me everywhere. They are this, they are that. I can enhance them by the kind of shoes I wear or the kind of clothing I wear, but I love my legs. So tomorrow when somebody now comes to call you leg or whatever it is that they call you, you don't take it to heart. It doesn't hurt you. It's something you already know. It's not news. It's not breaking news, right? It's something you already know and have made peace with. That is it about self-awareness. And I'll give you an instance by saying that when I describe myself as very beautiful. And it doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter who you are. You cannot convince me that I am not beautiful. I have come to the point where I believe that I am beautiful, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of the beauty standards that will come in whatever time or age that I live in. And you should be like that too. That doesn't mean that I don't see the flaws in my mirror. No, I see all of them and I acknowledge them, and I truly have convinced myself, I truly believe that all of those flaws put together is what makes me the lady that I am today, the woman that I am today. And I want you to do the same for yourself. The resource that you have in the group, the journal, will help you do that about your external self-awareness. And then we talk about your internal self-awareness. Internal self-awareness is an awareness of who you are inside you, your strengths, your capabilities, your weaknesses, the things that make you tick, the things that tick you off, the things that piss you off, the things that make you scream for joy, all of it, the whole 9 yards. When you understand these things, you will then know what you can do and what you cannot do, what is likely to make you stumble and what is likely to make you soar, to make you fly. So today, the importance of our conversation is that you sit with yourself and get to know yourself. When you do this, a lot of things will not get to you anymore. You will not repeat cycles of toxic relationships like you always have. You will not let people step on your emotions like you always have. You will not take objective criticisms to heart. You will not think the whole world is against you and they are seeking to kill you and pull you down. If you have an honest assessment of who you are, you will not commonize your competencies. You will not call common the things that make you unique. It could be that you are a resilient person, you are a tenacious person, that when you hold on to something and you want to do it, you see it to the end. I am naturally not like that. When I start something, once the euphoria of the newness passes, I want to drop that in and move on to the next thing. I have that understanding about myself, and so I like to hold myself accountable. When I start something, I tell one or two people about it. I am starting this thing. It's supposed to run this length of time, and this is what I will see to know that this has been achieved. So any day you find me dropping the ball, ask me, Nazo, how far with that thing you said you were going to do? I hold myself accountable, knowing that I am not a finisher naturally. So those of you who wrote in the form that you want to learn to be consistent, this is where you are missing it. You need to understand the places where you are likely to trip. Have a good understanding of who you are. I know it like I know my name, that unless there's a deadline that will drop on my head, you will not catch me working, doing any mental or intellectual work anytime after 10 p.m. So when I have something to do, I know that I work better, function better early hours of the morning. Between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. I am at my best mentally. So if I have any taxing mental work to do, I see to it that it is done within that time. I don't procrastinate and wait till 9 p.m. and I'm now stressing my head. For instance, if it's something to write, I'll write one line, I will think for 1 hour. I'll write another line, think for 1 hour. No. So I have that understanding about myself, and I make it work to my own advantage. If you have a good level of self-awareness, you'll be able to regulate your emotion. Everybody should not be able to get on your nerves. Everybody should not be able to get you angry. Everybody should not be able to have you fighting in the market. You know, when you meet people on the road or in the market or in public places and they are exchanging words with strangers and tearing their shirts and wanting to fight, it is a lack of self-awareness and a lack of self-regulation. So today I'd love for you to sit with your journal. Get that journal, sit with it, answer the questions in the journal genuinely, honestly. You're not going to submit it to me, so you don't even need to lie inside. There are links and resources that will talk about temperament, and a link with which you can take a temperament test and another personality test. I think it will contain both. And so when you read the results of your test, you will now understand who you are and why you act the way you do. So that you don't continually take yourself by surprise. You don't know what you're likely to do in different situations. People don't also take you by surprise, because you understand, I'm able to work with this kind of people. I'm unable to tolerate this kind of people for a long time. So if I have something to do with them, we go straight to business and we finish fast. People don't talk down at you anymore. You have a total understanding of who you are. On the inside of the Bloom Inner Circle, we dedicate 1 month to talk about identity, and self-awareness is a small part of it. So I would encourage you to do this and then consider becoming a part of a Bloom Inner Circle, because then we will sit for 1 month and you will have to look through yourself, look at yourself from the lenses of who you are, from the lenses of who you were created to be, from the lenses of who you want to be remembered as. And at the end of that 1 month, you may not say I know myself 100%, but you would have made a whole lot of progress with your level of self-identity and self-awareness. At the end of that 1 month, most people don't even struggle with low self-esteem anymore, because they now have an understanding of who they are. I want to encourage you to stay through to the end. This is only day 2. Remember that the more active you are, the more likely your chances of getting the scholarship to the cycle 4 of Bloom Inner Circle. This is the end of the video for today. We'll be waiting to discuss at 8 on the Telegram community. And until then, you will remember that I love you, I am rooting for you, and I am cheering you on all the way. You will step up and you will bloom to the best version that God has created you to be. See you tomorrow. Bye.